use the slope-intercept form to write the equation of a line that passes through this point with this slope. Okay, we know that y is equal to mx plus b. And we are given m to be -5. So right off the bat I can substitute that in. But we do not have b. What we do have is a point on the line. Well, here's the reasoning. If the point is on the line, that means that this point satisfies this equation. In other words, it can be substituted into the equation and work. So if I let y equal -8 and let x equal 2, we are then able to solve for b. We have -8 is equal to -10 plus b, and adding 10 to each side, we find that b is equal to 2. Now we have the b and we have the m, so y is equal to -5x plus 2. There's our m, there's our b. Instead of y equals -5x plus 2, this can be written as f of x is equal to -5x plus 2. Okay, we have a word problem with a graph, and it's always good to look at how this is labeled. We have temperature on the vertical axis. We have months. 1 represents January. That's pretty common for us. And we have average monthly temperature for the Keys in Florida. Okay, the value x equals 1. That's what it says there in the paragraph. Okay, let's go on here. Find the average rate of change. Okay, anytime you see the words rate of change, that means slope. Basically, find the slope between months 3 and 5. Well, up in the graph, they've identified 3,64 and 5,75, meaning March having an average temperature of 64 degrees and May, the 5th month, having an average temperature of 75 degrees. They want us to find the average rate of change, which is basically the slope between these 2 points. Let's write our slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and that will be 75 minus 64 divided by 5 minus 3. That should be a 75 up there. This is going to equal 11 over 2, which I'm going to write as a decimal 5.5. Okay, what does this mean? This basically means we have 5.5 degrees Fahrenheit per month, and this is an increase. That would be a way of describing the slope, an increase of this amount per month on the average. For part B, they want us to do the same thing. This time we're dealing with months 9 and 11. We have the point 9,79 and 11,64 up on the graph, and so the slope m will be the difference of the y's, 64 minus 79, divided by the difference of the x's, 11 minus 9. This is going to give us -15 halves, or a decrease, that's the negative part, decrease of 7.5 degrees Fahrenheit per month. If I don't write the word decrease, I need to write that as a negative value. So maybe I should put the words decrease of in parentheses to make that make a little bit more sense. Now in part C, we want to compare the answers to part A and part B. And what does a positive slope mean? I think I've already described that. A positive slope means that the average temperature is increasing, and a negative slope or negative rate of change means that the average temperature is decreasing.